With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
Welcome, race fans, here to another exciting night of racing here with Dirt Renegade Racing League as we're getting ready to take on Lanier Park here tonight with the Dirt Renegade Racing League, and I am gonna quick send it over to my buddies up here in the booth as they're talking away. That's okay. I'm gonna send it over to you guys real quick. I gotta take care of something here. I'm behind on the broadcasting stuff. I had a little glitch.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Yeah, here with the Dirt Renegades again here at Lanier National Speedway. A little over a quarter mile, 0.38 miles of a track. This one also comes in iRacing. We got the dirt and the asphalt. Tonight we're on the dirt, of course, with the 305 sprint cars. And what do you think about tonight, Zach?
Whoa, man, it's going to be interesting. You know, this is definitely a track I've done some laps around. Lanier's, you know, it's your typical almost egg-shaped oval, I guess you could say. It's really got really straight straightaways and just really long corners. Very short track, but at the same time, I think you're going to see that bottom lane being used pretty early on. Then you're going to see it move up to that upper groove as we go through these heats here tonight. Go with the Dirt Renegades. You know, we've seen that a lot of tracks. Sometimes it starts at the top, sometimes it starts at the bottom. I think tonight it'll be a bottom starter. If I'm correct, we'll see. But definitely through this practice here, about 13 minutes in, you've already seen a good bit of rubber laid on the track and polishing of the surface there, how it's getting slicked off. So going to be very interesting here with these 305s. Not a lot of power in these cars, so you know it's not a lot of lifting going on, but when it gets slicker, they're definitely have to do a good bit of lifting.
Absolutely. They'll also have to move that top wing back a little bit. They do have that option as well to move that top wing forward and back. If you move it more back, you get a little bit more understeer, which I'm sure they'll be doing that a little bit tonight as well. But I'm terrible at introductions. I forgot to introduce Lee is with us here tonight for the first time on the dirt side of things. I think he's still kind of trying to work his way in here. But how are you tonight, Lee?
It is another wonderful night. What is tonight? Wednesday night. I'm not used to broadcasting with you guys on a Wednesday night, but excited to be here and very optimistic that I'm going to learn a lot because I'm coming in. I am a dirt virgin when it comes to this. I cannot even turn a lap on a course. So I'm here for the entertainment value, just like everyone that's watching. And we're going to enjoy it together as you guys pop my dirt cherry tonight.
Definitely.
Wow.
That's a good way to put it. You know, definitely, you know, we were new to this stuff, Lee, and I can tell you what, man, it's a blast. You'll learn a lot watching these guys. First thing you're going to learn is these guys are wheelmen. These guys can definitely get up on the wheel and get up on that cushion. So it's going to be exciting here tonight with Freaky Fast and the Dirt Renegades.
Yeah,
man. You know, I haven't got to really see you guys or broadcast with you at all. So my first experience being able to sit in the booth with you guys, I'm going to sit back, let you guys take the lead, and pick up and learn, and we're just going to have some fun tonight.
Heck yeah, man. It sounds good. We'll learn as we go, and hey, this was dirt track racing. We're all learning here, so.
Yeah, I do like having the lead.
Do you like having the lead, Brian?
I do.
Brian likes winning races, so he likes to bring in his corny jokes.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta have the corny jokes to go with the good ones, you know. So.
Exactly. Well, so far tonight in practice, we are just about done. 5 minutes left. We've got Randy Shreves in the 56 up at the top of the board with a 12.548 second lap. More than a tenth quicker than second place right there in Riley Gray. We only have roughly maybe 15 people here tonight. So, you know, a bunch of these heats we have, I think 6 or 8 heats were scheduled, but we will definitely not be using all of those. And then 4 mains as well, and I think some of those will be skipped as well. So it may be a bit of a shorter night here tonight, but like Lee was saying, you know, he's here for the entertainment value, and these guys put on some entertainment. That value is high. We have seen some crazy action here in the past few weeks with these guys here on Wednesday night, and I would expect that to continue for this race as well.
Definitely, totally agree with you there, Brian. Definitely going to be a heck of a night here with the Dirt Renegades as always. And you know, you said a lot of value here, and we also got to remember to bring a lot of value with the sponsors that these guys bring to their wonderful league here at the Dirt Renegades. And you're going to be giving a huge shout out to LSD iRacing Paints there for sponsoring the Dirt Renegades. Also, ISBC Broadcasting. You also have the Dirt Degenerates Podcast, Outlaw iRacing, MKT Manufacturing, and Mississippi Valley Equipment, and also have LSV. So a lot of great sponsors here tonight, bringing you know, what we see on the track to us and making it all possible here at Freaky Fast. So shout out to them, and man, I'm excited. We're getting under here about 4 minutes to go before we go into qualifying. You said we have 16 cars, Brian. So, well, actually 17 registered at the moment. We'll see if Troy Vaughn here hops in with us. And but so far, these heat races right now are going to be more of a setting up the qualifying due to the amount of cars we have. We can have up to 24 in the main feature. So right now, as that number is under 24, we'll only be seeing all these drivers move on. So all these guys are going to get a shot at the feature and learn a little bit through qualifying, heat races, and then the main. So we'll have to see how that all plays out, and iRacing handles it. But we'll bring that to you here as we got about 3 minutes left.
Yep, you're right, Zach. Nobody going home tonight as it stands right now. I think we may see 2 heats, because the heats over here at Dirt Renegades, they usually have 8 people in them, if I remember right. Maybe 10.
Yes, usually 8.
8. So with 17 people, that's you know, split that in half. That's about 8.5. So I guess one of these cars is gonna have to be cut in half here.
We're just gonna take the front wing with it, son. You gotta leave the rest of it at home, but but we'll see about that here. Yeah, man. I don't know what the biggest challenge here tonight is gonna be keeping up the track as always, you know, with dirt car racing. But really, the tightness of the field too is very close with the times. So going through your heats, you're gonna have to figure out, you know, that's where you learn the most, because you got to remember we do clean the track off as we go to that final warm up. So you don't get that fully clean track again until the start of the race. So you can actually get that little bit of laps in the heats to kind of see where it will go maybe in that full main race. So got to learn, got to try things, and also track position has been very key in this series so far, is what I've seen. Staying out front, holding that restart lead, because we've seen a lot of restarts and a lot of carnage. So staying out front and controlling that, very huge thing here, I think, for these guys from what I've learned so far.
Yeah, that's definitely been the majority of the time having that track position. But we also have seen where a few guys come back through the field twice in one feature. Speaking of last week, we had a couple guys drove through the field once, got into some trouble, went to the back, got through the field again, and running a completely different line than everybody else. And we definitely won't see that tonight, I don't think, with this track. This track very much different than last one's. But I think the main challenge with this track tonight is once the entry of the corners are going to slicken up pretty quickly here, and it's going to be very difficult to make sure that your car does not yaw out too much, or that you don't go too wide in the corner and lose a bunch of momentum and a bunch of time. So it's going to be key to look around the track, try to find some grip, and see what you can do differently than other people to try to get around them. I think as always with dirt racing, that's the way it is. But I think tonight especially, that's going to be the key to success.
Definitely, Brian. You bring up a good point too with the 305s. You talking about momentum and keeping that wound up, because these 305s, you get too sideways, you bog that motor down, you lose pretty much most of your power as the RPMs drop. So don't want to get that motor bogged down. Keep the momentum up with a 305 as it's got the smaller, horsepower. So definitely things to watch out for is not getting too sideways. That's one way to definitely kill your momentum here tonight. It looks like we've gone into qualifying here, Brian. We've got a 3-minute qualifying with 2 laps. So let's see if somebody can pick up from practice, because you can't use very much practice times to see as this track's now clean. Everybody's got the same racing surface. We'll see who has what, see what type of times are put down here early into the session.
So far, Austin Strang's got the pole there, and he just held it there for a little bit, 1,000 quicker than Jared Carroll, but he's going to be put down to second by Austin Stern. Battle of the Austins right here. Donald Swanson just puts it up on top of the board. Keep getting quicker and quicker laps as we go off into qualifying, as we're down to 2 minutes now. See who else can put a hot lap up here.
Crazy the amount of concentration and control drivers have just to turn a lap in this track in this dirt oval. Much less run a competitive race like they are here in Dirt Renegades. It is.
Guys still there? Oh, we're okay now. Okay, I didn't sure if I lost you. I heard
You're good. Looks like Randy Shreves has gone to the top of the board too with a 12:53.
Yeah, he was quickest in practice, and he continues that into qualifying, as he actually runs a quicker lap in qualifying than he did in practice by about 100th. And we've only got a little bit more than 30 seconds here into qualifying, and it's like nobody else is going to take a lap, so that might be it for qualifying.
Possibly could be. That's what it's looking like here with about 36 in.
But yeah, Lee was talking about pure talent and concentration and all those things that make up a very good race car driver. But the other thing that kind of sets this league apart from others is that they run open setups. So everybody's got their car set up in a different way, exactly how they like it. Well, hopefully, some of them might not like what they have out here tonight. But that's another good aspect of racing, is being able to make your own setup and to make it drive exactly how you want it, and try to find the advantages that others have not. As we're gonna be going off into heat 1 right now. Looks like we are gonna have 2 heats here. All the other ones were skipped. So tonight, heat 1, gonna start out with Randy Shreves there. Then we're gonna have Donald Swanson in second, Gerald Carell in third, Rylan Gray fourth, Christopher Strandridge in 5th place there, Tim McCollman in 6th, Troy Vaughn 7th, and Eric Johns in 8th place.
Heck yeah, here we'll look at, like you said, Brian, 2 heats too. So 2 heats before we go into looks like we'll see what it does from the mains, but top 2 here will place themselves in their qualifying positions for the feature. So this will be for the pole of the race right here. So that inside 2 rows will be decided by this first heat right here.
Lady better, fellas.
That is
a little
pretty
better
good for me.
Robert, is it louder to you?
sound fine to me.
Green flag.
We're going back green. Not going back green. We're taking the green for the first time. What am I talking about? Randy Shreves coming out of 2. He's clear of Donald Swanson. As it is, was a mess there behind him a little bit as Rylan Gray gets away for the moment. And he's under attack from Jared Carell there, who, as they get a little contact, get a little sideways there, but all is well.
Don't want to touch those wheels too much, but they got away with it here as they go. But Randy and Donald up front starting to put a little gap there on the next part of the field. Looks like we actually got some issues back here with, looks like Tim back here in the 109 had a little issue going off the 4 there. Got a little checked up, lost a little speed. Definitely a bottom groove track right now.
Yeah, track's very, very green, not worn out at all. And I mean, Randy Shreves is out here just putting down hot laps. And he's running a 10th quicker than second place. Last time by it was 2/10 quicker. And this dude is on rails right now.
That's for sure. Here is he's completing lap 6 there, so we got 2 to go. And he number 1. So far, Randy Shreves has been a man on a mission here, as he's got about a second lead over the Donald Swanson now under 44, as another second back to third there with Riley and Gray. So top 3 are pretty similarly spaced out here. Gonna come through 3 and 4 one last time for Randy. He's gonna win this heat and put himself on the pole for that main feature. And you're also gonna have Donald Swanson there starting on the inside of row 2, so he'll be starting third for the feature. So good job to them guys. That was a good little start here to the heats, and now we're gonna move on to heat number 2, Brian.
Yeah, that was a good little warm-up. Everybody is going to grid in the feature where they started in the heat, except for 3rd and 4th. Those 2 guys swapped there. So we'll see what happens in heat 2, as we're going to start out here with Edward Kochersberger. Hopefully that is how you pronounce that, sir. You're going to be first place here tonight. Then we got Austin Stern in 2nd, Austin Strang in 3rd. And we got Charlie Bragg in 4th place, Blake Sandifer in 5th, Edward Hauser in 6th, Wes Malone in 7th, and Eric Kreidler in 8th place. So it is still going to be the Battle of the Austin.
It's true. Austin versus Austin here to get that transfer spot to the feature, which all these guys will transfer for feature, but starting up front, like I said earlier, track position going to be key, going to need it, and can't wait to see how this plays out here for heat number 2, and we'll see if they start to move up a little bit. As you can see, that bottom line there is definitely, it's got dusted off. It's definitely looking lighter colored down there.
Yeah, you can see a groove starting to form. You can see where they kicked up dirt, and that cushion is, well, it's not really even a cushion, but, you know, they're driving that groove higher and higher up the track. It's definitely going to move a little bit higher in Heat 2. They may have a line higher than they did in Heat 1, but shouldn't be too bad.
Green flag, green flag.
Yes, they are. There's the green flags out as Edward takes it here to start heat number 2. He's off into turn 1, side by side beside him though. Looks like Austin Stern will hold on to that second position though. There's, wow, Charlie Bragg into the side. Oof, the 13 got a little door full of Charlie Bragg there in the 54.
Yeah, Charlie right now, he's telling Austin, hey, it's Mopar or no car here tonight.
You're a big fan of that guy, I know that now. You're a Charlie Bragg fan now, you see the Mopar on there.
That's a pretty paint scheme.
Anything's got Mopar on it, Brian's gonna like. But out front, you got a heck of a battle there with starting to reach.
Hey, you got Austin Stern not too far behind from Edward there, 1st and 2nd. Last time by, Edward a little bit quicker. I think this time by, though, Austin may have a bit of an advantage. Austin a 1280 to Edward's 1290.
Definitely here. Maybe 3 to go. The big difference is I'm seeing Austin behind him actually keep it a little tighter tuck there to the bottom than 1 and 2. As he's getting that run there, and it's a good little exit off of 2, but coming to 2 to go, he's going to try to slide up under him. Don't know if it's going to work.
Will we see a slide job?
This early is going to be hard, I think. Not a lot of room for a slide job at the moment.
He messed up his exit of 2 there, like got a little too sideways. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pull that off in the heat, but maybe in the feature.
That's right, because we're on the final lap here as they're going down the back straightaway for the last time in heat number 2. Through 3 and 4, Edward, the 09, is going to win heat number 2, followed by Austin Stern in the 00. Austin there in the 13, Austin Stern is very, very close for him there in 3rd, but he'll start there outside the front row for the well, actually no, it goes straight on to the feature. I believe.
Yeah, straight to the warm up here. We'll have a 5-minute warm up before we go to that 35 lap feature here. So yeah, all the main skip because there's nobody to send home.
That's right.
Everybody stays.
They're all welcome to stay. And yeah, those pretty much those heats were used to set the grid pretty much. So those are qualifying heats. As the 2 heat winners, Andy and Randy, Randy and Edward will start first and second there on the front row. So get 5 minutes here, but track's gonna get cleaned off about to 10%, and we'll see what we got here.
So is it track's essentially going to be cleaned off just a little bit more than what we had got it to after those 2 heats. It's not a whole lot different, other than it's iRacing's kind of set lines that it has rather than the lines that you create running. It's a what's the word I'm trying to use here? It's a
procedurally generated line.
That's it, right there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit wider. The groove's a little wider. 10%. You would think it'd be not as wide, but the groove is a little wider. As you can see, the dirt's lighter as up the racetrack. So probably less usage on the bottom, but more usage overall the racetrack. So
Exactly.
we'll have to see here. But like you say, the big thing is it's going to get slicked off really bad before the corner entry. That's what I've seen from practice, at least. That's what I noticed. It looked like the track just polished straight off and took all the moisture out of it right there in the top of the entry. So going to see how that plays out. But this warm up here, it carries through here too. So whatever these guys are doing right now will carry on to the feature. So they're probably out there trying to make it come in a little bit faster. If you don't want the bottom to go away, then you're not out there running.
Absolutely. But what do you reckon, Lee? What do you think so far?
What the hell just happened? These races go pretty damn fast, and it's action from start to finish. There's so many moving parts going on to keep these cars under control, sliding sideways on a dirt track through 4 different corners, and I'm just trying to grasp my head around exactly how they do this, and you guys are so knowledgeable. You don't really need me up here, so I'm just going to be the casual observer, let you guys take everything race-wise. But no, I mean, this is an outstanding thing to watch. If anyone is remotely into sim racing, real racing, iRacing, the big announcement that NASCAR coming to Nashville. That's a big thing for me. I live right outside of Nashville, but to watch this is just an amazing feat.
It definitely is, Lee. Gotta completely agree with you there. These things are just spectacular, and also got to give iRacing a huge credit for what they've done with dirt. Just the overall evolution of the track. It's really been impressive to see how realistic they've made this dirt racing look. It just looks so authentic and almost what you would see if you went out to a short track on a weeknight and watched a race like this. So it's definitely really amazing. I love it. I can't tell you, you can't replace it. I'm very glad Wednesday nights we're here at the Dirt Renegades and we can experience this with these guys, because man, these cars are just, I don't know, they're a work of art, really, just going sideways and carrying this much speed on a dirt surface, throwing up dust. It's changing lines, coming from the asphalt side of things, being a driver on that side of things, it's really refreshing. We race on a lot of tracks where it's a lot of times one groove, and these guys race on a track where the groove moves every lap. So it's really impressive to watch. It takes a lot of driver IQ really to really know how to follow the groove too. That's another thing, and seeing where that moisture is on the racetrack. So it's definitely worth work.
We've got just a little bit of time before we get started here, so since it's the first broadcast at least I've been a part of since the release of the Season 3 update, tell me your opinion of the 87 Cup cars. Those are so much fun.
Yeah, Brian, you wanna do that, because I know you're he's an advocate.
Dude, I am a huge fan of these 87s. They are. I don't want to say they're perfect, but they're pretty close. It's everything I think a stock car should be. It's it's got torque, it's got horsepower, and it is very hard to drive and keep straight and keep under control. And not only that, but just the you know, the open setup possibilities with that. You know, it's such a simple. There's no parts to it. It's so easy to kind of adjust and finagle because there's not many things to adjust, but you can still do so many things. You know, great props onto iRacing for doing that. It's I think it's really going to take off. I think it's going to be popular for a very long time.
Already different leagues popping up, running the 87s on the legacy tracks and things like that. And so those are going to be real interesting. But we've got a Dirt Renegades race tonight that I am excited to watch, fellas. Tell me what to expect.
Cool. Brian, I think, and Lee, I think it's gonna be one heck of a battle here. You're gonna see, first of all, this groove move. You're gonna see the transition. We have less race cars than we normally do out here with 24. Now we're down to, I believe there's 16 guys out there at the moment. So yeah, 16 guys. Probably see a little more green flag racing. You know, it's very hard to drive these things side by side, but a little less green flag race, or a little more green flag racing. I think you're gonna see that groove move a bunch tonight.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. But tonight, your Freaky Fast Top 12 here at Dirt Renegades. We're going to have Randy Shreves in first, Edward Kotchersberger in second, Don Swanson third, Austin Stern fourth, Rylan Gray fifth, Austin String in sixth place, Gerald Carell in seventh, Charlie Bragg eighth, Christopher Strandridge in ninth place there, Eric Kreidler in 10th, Tim McColeman 11th, and Edward Hauser in 12th place there. So, we are one lap to green here, and I'm excited as always to see these dirt cars fan out and go 3-4 wide into turn one and get this action out onto the track.
Heck yeah. We're about to go green flag racing here at the Dirt Renegades. Get excited.
It looks like Randy Shreves did choose the outside lane here. I think they swapped.
Sure did. Green flag, green flag.
And we're off. Green flags in the air here for the Dirt Renegades to start the feature tonight. 35 laps. Randy Shreves off through 1 and 2 out of a rocket ship, and now the battle begins.
Going to be 3 wide per second there for a little bit.
Ooh, we do have a car spinning.
Yellow,
Looks like he got it straight, but we are going to have a caution there. David Moore's going to throw. Looks like that was the 13 there, Austin, off of 4. He almost left the track for us there. There's a little gate there on the exit. He almost decided to make a departure.
He's trying to do the whole social distance thing.
He heard someone cough in his car and he decided to turn. But nah, it looks like a little contact there that sent him up there. And you know, Nico with racing like these things and these open wheel cars, stuff like that happens so quick, and not very surprising to see her early in this race. Also, you know, these guys, they get you get that double file restart there, and you know, we're gonna go to single file, of course, as that's how they start. But you get the jitters of that early race there to start the feature, and you just push it a little too hard, and it's easy to slide up into somebody. So
yeah, well, so you can already see on the entry of the corners between what they did in the warm-up there in the first 2-3 laps of this race, the entries of these corners are already slickened up quite a bit, so they'll be already moving up into a higher groove here early in the race.
Yeah, the track's definitely the least different, or the most different we've seen it all night right now with the amount of rubber and polishing that's happening.
Base truck gonna dip on in there. Randy Shreves gonna go green again.
He's done a great job on those restarts.
Yeah, the restarts, I mean, he's quick off of those. Oh, dip on the inside.
Couldn't quite pull it off for Waffle House, but we do have a battle for third here between the 09 of Edward and I believe that's the 44 of Donald Swanson right there.
Yeah, Donald was able to hold him off there with the battle between the Mopar machine. The Waffle House still begins. There's Charlie Bragg there in that Mopar 54, running the 6th position there. That's Jared Correll there on the bottom one. We do have a caution. Don't see anything out. Look at that. Huh, I didn't actually catch nothing there. Unless it was Blake. Nah. Oh, someone's flipped. I see. Ryland Gray in the 06 there, guys. Oh, little
man,
contact.
again.
Yeah, little contact with the 222 Everett there. And man, off of 4, just nowhere to go, and he's sent to the wall and flipped. Looks like he's gonna take it behind the wall too. So nice over for Ryland Gray.
No, man, that's hard to run because you cannot bump up against anybody or you're gonna mess up.
Yeah, then that's the thing with these open wheels. You'll get to see here. You know, open wheel race cars, they're unforgiving for contact. You know, when rubber brings contact with other rolling rubber, it does not equal good. It's usually some type of bad reaction. So we'll just have to see here as they get double foul back up here and go green flag racing here. So Randy again takes that top side, but yeah, little contact can equal big consequences here.
Green, green, green.
And their pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Already moved to the top too. I think this is, like I said, Brian, it's already crazy how much we've already seen this track transition these opening 13 laps of this race.
Yeah, of course, you do have some guys that are committed to going below that slick spot on the entry of these corners. You see Donald Swanson, he's trying that bottom side, and he's hanging with second place right there.
Yeah.
He almost managed to take that position away, working the bottom, but ooh, a little bit too high right there, right in the slick. He's going to have to work hard with. Yep.
Look at 4 though. 4's definitely got a little more, a little bit darker dirt there on the exit. Oh, and he's going to
Slide job.
He checked him up too. Austin Stern checks up. Donald Swanson says, thank you. Try to drive off the way now. Look at Jared Carrillo. Charlie Bragg though. Ooh, can the 912 hold on to a little contact there? Oh no, we've seen that there. That was between him and Christopher Standridge.
Yeah, that started out with Jared just tapping the side of one of Charlie Bragg's tires with his own tire, and that sent him out of control and started that whole situation. Yeah,
the person who got the worst out was the 09 Edward. He had nowhere to go there. Unfortunately, that was some great racing though. Here's we wait for the pace truck. He's taking his time today. He couldn't get the traction. He said his pit road's getting a little rubbered up and polished off. But looks like
I'm taking a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, he needed to put full drive. He was just spinning them rear tires. But yeah, you can really see how crazy this track has changed. I mean, just noticeably from the eye. And that's really what's awesome about racing. We can sit here and watch the evolution with our own eyes, and man, it looks like. But I think that bottom can still work if you're close enough and you got the right good enough drive off. It's gonna be interesting to see if Donald here can do anything with Randy because it's really close. It's bigger right here.
He made that slide job work with Austin, and what a pretty slide job, but it worked.
Green, green, green.
See what Randy can do.
Back green flag racing. So lap 20, 15 to go here. Look at Donald making the bottom work in that orange sprint car.
I think if he keeps that up and he can stay mistake free, I think Randy has a challenger.
That he does. He's working that bottom right now. This is looking nice. Randy though continue to pound the outside. Oh man, it's going to be a close battle between these two. He just needs to drive off down low. It's tough to get. You can see him searching for any bit of grip down there on the bottom.
Yeah, I think that there might be a little bit more grip in 1 and 2 than there is in 3 and 4 right now.
He's finding little areas. He's getting closer to that wall. You know, so he's definitely venturing into new parts at the bottom. This is just amazing racing. They are pulling away from the field here on the side-by-side racing. 2 different lines. What a show these guys are putting on as laps click off.
Yeah, we've got we'll be coming down to 10 to go here when we cross the line. So this race has come and gone very quickly as we're into the final stages of this thing.
Looks like Donald's lost a little bit of drive here. This bottom really starts to lose everything it's got. He's probably not the real tip.
How much longer is he going to be able to stay down there?
Not too much longer. He's gonna. I think he's committed to making it work right now, and you know it's working for him to be in second place as we've got a caution here. But I don't think it's gonna work for him to try to challenge for that lead.
No, but with 8 to go and a caution, now the stakes change a little bit. Maybe try to work the high side and work on the pass instead of being committed to that bottom. So the caution does shake it up a little bit. 7 to go when they come around the line.
It does. It gives Donald a second chance here, and I think what he might want to do is maybe run the high line in one of these corners and then switch off to the bottom in the next one and try to pull that slide job.
That was just what I was about to say.
Yeah, you said that 1 and 2 stuck a little bit better than 3 and 4, so take it around 3 and 4 on the high side, gain that momentum, and then try to go down to the inside there on 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think that's his best bet. You know, that's knowledgeable stuff he learned during that run that he's going to have to apply here. Biggest issue for him is going to be starting on that inside line to start this. He's going to have to get a good reaction here on this restart. Make sure nobody gets to his top side because he needs to have that top ability close in and just get right on the back of that 54 and then, like you said, make the slide job. But we're going to see as they pace down the back straightaway for the last time here maybe.
Yep, gonna be 4 to go across the line. Take this green flag.
And they're off. Renegade amazing restarts out top. Looking at Donald rolling the bottom. Did a great job to restart there. He's gonna be committed to the bottom here in 3 and 4 looks like. That's what he's decided to do. See if he can make it work.
I think he's got to pull a slide job here in the next couple corners if he's going to try it. I think 1 and 2 may cost him though. He makes up a pretty decent amount of time in 3 and 4.
It's getting so tough. Like I said, they're going to come into the white flag. I think he needs to move up top, see if he can get close enough to set him up for 3 and 4 slide job. But white flag in the air. One last time around here, can Randy hold on to a lap car here? Maybe might play a factor. We don't know.
If that lap car just stays low.
Randy Shreves is going to win it. Donald Swanson coming up in second on Austin Stern there. Going to bring it home in third. So congrats to the top 3 there. That was awesome racing between these guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, an absolute domination by Randy Shreves in that 56. Quickest in practice, got the pole, won the heat, and won the feature.
Yeah.
Clean sweep.
Yeah. Didn't he win last week too?
I believe he did. He's been on such a roll, man. I wonder if he ran the fastest lap of the race. If he did, that'd be he'd got a triple crown.
Take it behind the wall. We have to do an inspection.
I believe he would have the fastest lap too. So.
Take a guess who gets third. Well, you see who got 3rd place there. I bet he's happy to finally get an interview.
Austin Stern, yeah.
Yeah. See who we have on here as it looks like.
Say Randy's in there first.
Okay. Andy, we have to grab Austin.
That's a different Austin.
Oh, that's a different Austin. Oh, well, I was gonna grab that Austin, but all right. Well,
very close.
Very close. Yeah, all I seen was Austin. So, and thank you for fixing that for me there. But okay, well, what we'll do quick here, everybody, is we'll bring up the unofficial results and we'll give these guys time to, as they just popped in right now. But
yep.
I already got the unofficial results up here. Let me grab them and we'll just run through them real quick here, Brian.
Yes, sir. Tonight, Randy Shreves comes in first place. Then we got Donald Swanson in second, Austin Sir in third, then Charlie Bragg in fourth, Jared Carell in fifth, Tim McColeman sixth, Christopher Strandridge in seventh place, Edward Hauser eighth, Edward Koshersberger in ninth, Eric Kreidler in 10th place there, Austin Strang in 11th, Blake Sandifer in 12th, Rylan Gray 13th, Troy Vaughn 14th, Eric Johns 15th, 14th. 14th is Troy Vaughn. Rylan Gray would be 13th, and Eric Johns in 15th there. And then Wes Malone in 16th. Sorry, I butchered that. I got a little confused there.
Wow. I'm rubbing off on you. It's okay. I rub off on you every day. Every day we do this, they get the Bobby syndrome. But that's okay.
Bobby syndrome.
We
But
got something to
that's,
call it now. At least you named it. There we go.
there
Okay,
we go.
cool. I
There we
can blame
go.
it on the
That's
Bobby
right.
syndrome now.
Hashtag
You're-
Bobby syndrome at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. But all right, Zach. Well, let's have our post-race interview here with these guys.
Alrighty, looks like we got our 3 guys here. Brian, you ready for Austin? Mr.
Yeah,
Austin's
send
turn?
them on in here.
All right, we'll get talking with him.
Hey, Austin, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Well, congrats on your 3rd place finish here tonight in the feature. Qualified 4th and finished 2nd there in that 2nd heat. And we've seen the track change a bunch tonight here at Lanier. How was your car tonight, and how was that race for you?
The car handled it all right. The team at Renegades Racing really helped me out a lot. I really focused on the 305 and 360s, but I think the car handled pretty well. Handled a little weird there towards the finish, but in the tacky it went really well.
Good. One other thing that we just briefly talked about was, these cars, you have the ability to adjust that top wing there to, change the balance of the car. Was there any of that going on with you tonight as the track changed, later in the race, got a bit more slick? Were you adjusting that wing at all?
No, I pinned it at 0 the entire time. Wise man once told me 0's fast, so that's where I had it pinned at the entire time. I didn't move it once during the heat, feature, or anything.
Okay, good to know. We'll definitely think about that with more sprint car races in the future. That's good info. Thanks, man. But before we let you go here and celebrate that 3rd place finish of yours, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, everybody at Vanderpool Racing, Austin Vanderpool, some of our sponsors, Jack's Wax, Clark's Motorsports, Knott's Energy, Thomas Braden School of Gaming, Complete Collision Services, and William Seal Coating. They all help us out a lot, and we just appreciate everything they do for us.
Absolutely. Well, congrats again, and we'll catch you later.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, that was Austin Stern there, your 3rd place finisher tonight for the Dirt Renegades. Looks like we got Donald Swanson also here in the waiting room. So I'll get talking here with Donald to see what his thoughts were for his 2nd place finish here tonight. Hey, Donald, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
I do. How you doing?
Doing pretty good tonight, Donald, man. Well, nobody can say you're not out there not trying, man, because I gotta say you attacked the bottom there for that whole feature and tried to make it work there on Randy. You got really close multiple times, but it just seemed like it got away from you there at the end and just couldn't get the drive off. But how was the racing out there for you tonight, man? It looked really fun.
Yeah, the racing was so much fun. I'm glad to be back with the Dirt Renegades for this season. But yeah, Randy, man, he was fast. I couldn't make a move on him. I even tried running the top there at the end to see if I could catch him. But yeah, he's just too.
Yeah, definitely. Randy looked very, very quick all night up there, up top on that top groove. Did you plan coming into this race, Donald, to run the bottom? Because it seemed like, man, you had that thing hooked up there for a while. If the track didn't get away from you there, I don't know. I think you might have had something for Randy there on the bottom. But was that your plan coming into here tonight?
No, coming in, I figured the track would just kind of move up and eventually start running the cushion up top. But I think I dove down low one of the laps, and it kind of hooked up really good on the restart. And so I figured I would just give it a go, and it hooked up for a while. And I thought I was going to be able to pull it off, like you said, but he was too fast.
Yeah, definitely, man. That was awesome to watch, though. I gotta say, you put a show on, man. You made it suspenseful for us, watching you attack that bottom and try to get any bit of grip you could down there. But awesome race tonight for your 2nd place finish. Before we let you go, though, anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for broadcasting, and hornblasters.com and Elwood Construction and Dirt Renegades for.
Awesome, Donald. Well, hopefully we'll catch you again next time, Ben, and congrats on your 2nd place finish.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, guys, that was Donald there for your 2nd place finish. Now we got one last man here for Victory Lane. If you want to Robert or Lee, it doesn't matter what either one of y'all want to get a talk in here with Mr. Randy.
Yeah, I'm ready. Bring him on down.
All right. Randy here in Victory Lane, Robert Moore.
Hey, Randy, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, first question is, before we get into tonight's race, is there any dirt car you don't know how to drive?
Not really. I'm not too great at the modifieds or the late models.
All right, Dirt Renegade next week, starting the modified. Dirt, okay, that's what they're doing, man. You're just been on a roll. Me and Brian were just talking about it earlier, and tonight, man, you just put on a show out there. You were fastest in practice, fastest in your heats, fastest in every session that we had here tonight, man. What was the thing that made you so fast?
Actually, I've just been having a lot of practice with this track lately. I've been running another league. I've been getting just a lot of practice with this track and the setup. So I knew the track was going to go away, so I tightened it up a little bit and just kept it up top where I knew it was fast.
10-4. All right, man. Yeah, you showed well of a job out there, man. It was fun watching you. You won last week, I believe, if I'm correct. You win tonight. I mean, I really don't know what more to say. You were really, really good. Did you do anything, adjusting wise on your setup, until we got into the main feature? Just tightening it.
I just tightened it up.
That was it. That's all it took.
Yeah, just a little tweaking here and there.
There you go, man. Well, congratulations on getting the season 1 opener. Here for the next 12 weeks here with the 305's open setup, man. It's going to be fun to watch you the rest of the way here, the rest of the season. Does anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely appreciate you guys for putting on this league. It's an awesome league. Love running here. Freaky Fast Broadcasting. I want to thank my team, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Dave Ward at Works Graphics, Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, and Speed World Hobbies.
All right, yeah, congratulations to them too. You get to bring it home in Victory Lane. Lee, Zach, Brian, anything else more you want to add to this with an open setup with what he has done tonight?
No.
This was my first Dirt Renegades race to be a part of and be able to watch, and just an outstanding show you put on, Randy. And man, you know how to handle that machine.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've definitely got a lot of practice in.
Well, it shows, man. It shows. But congratulations again, man, on getting the win out here, and we will catch you in the next broadcast, which will be next Wednesday.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right, see you then, buddy.
All right. That was your winner tonight, Randy Shrimkus.
I don't think that guy can. I think that guy can drive every dirt freaking car out there. He is just. He's good.
He's a wheel man.
Yeah.
He's a wheel man. Randy's a wheel man, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald's a wheel man. Austin's a wheel man. All these guys are wheel man. That's well. But if you can drive dirt, you're a wheel man. Like, but especially how fast these guys are. These guys are just really, really quick. So it's fun to watch. So
yeah. Crazy race. I'm not exactly sure where we go next Wednesday night with these guys, but we will be live next Wednesday at 9:35 with these guys. But tomorrow we will be live at 9:30, I believe, for IM Cars Grand National Series that's starting up here at Freaky Fast on Thursday. And then we're going to be off on Friday, and then we have the good, like I like to say, the good World Sim Racing League. That's going to be fun to watch these guys out there. It's going to get to see Brian and Zach out there Saturday night with me and Lee Tidwell out there calling the action like we always do on Saturday nights. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow button. But until then, I'd like to say to everybody here, we'd like to say thank you. Boy, I'm just clusterfucked like Brian right now. Cluster fluffed. Not the other word. I didn't say the other word. Better clarify that.
You owe me a quarter. You owe me a quarter.
I owe you a quarter?
A quarter.
We'll talk about it after.
I got a square jar downstairs. But all right, anyways, we will catch everybody tomorrow night. Until then, be safe. Hopefully everybody has a great work day. But up here at Freaky Fast, I like to say, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, fellers.
Bye, guys.